Republican Representative Michele Bachmann tells CNSnews.com that House Republicans should use the, quote, power of the purse and defund the health care law through the appropriations process. Representative Steve King has proposed that every appropriations bill the House passes include specific language prohibiting the funding for implementation of the health care law. Do you support Representative King's idea to defund Obamacare that way?
Absolutely, and not only that, in the last 111th Congress, he and I talked about this concept, that we needed to make sure that we defund Obamacare through the appropriations process, and I applaud him for taking the lead on that. I was the very first member of Congress that introduced the full-scale repeal of Obamacare. I did that the morning after Obamacare passed, and now this year he and I will be dropping in another bill, the Bachmann-King repeal of health care bill, and that is our intent and our heart, to make sure that Obamacare is completely repealed. But until we can see that happen, we want to fully defund this bill so that it'd be akin to a helium balloon that gets no helium inside, so that it can't take off the ground. And that's what we're planning to do. I'm very, very grateful, for nothing else, having majority in the House of Representatives, so that we have the ability of the power of the purse to not fund Obamacare. And this is exactly the right way to go.
If the repeal fails in the Senate or the president vetoes it, do you think the Republican leadership, specifically Speaker Boehner, is committed to defunding the legislation through the appropriations bills that the House passes?
I think he will be, because I think you will see the membership all behind defunding Obamacare, because that's what we're hearing from the people back home. They want us to repeal Obamacare, and this is the next best thing, which is defunding Obamacare. Let's face it, our budget is broke in the United States. We are effectively bankrupt in this country. We can't afford to take on another new expensive entitlement program for at least 30 million people, and Obamacare had so many holes in it, it will allow for illegal aliens also to have taxpayer-subsidized health care. That means 50 million new people will be eligible for all of these giveaways, all of these freebies, and yet paying very little for it. That has to stop. We have to move toward a policy of personal responsibility, which is why we have to defund Obamacare, and in its place substitute a bill that will allow every American to buy their own health insurance policy anywhere in the country with no minimum mandates, buy it with their own tax-free money, deduct the rest of any of their other expenses, and then have true medical malpractice reform. If you do that, everyone's health care will go down, and that's true free market in health care.
Bachmann's comments were made shortly after 4 House Democrats joined Republicans in voting yes to begin debating a measure to repeal the health care law. Nicholas Balassi, CNSnews.com, The Capitol.